Hello everybody, and welcome back to the basement. I know this is a place that I used to do my rants from all the time, and actually, I'm a little bit rusty at this. It's been probably a good few months since I've actually done a rant like this, where I'm in the basement kind of hosting my own talk show, but here we are, and we're here for an important reason. It's not, Christmas yet, obviously, but it is October, and October has always been my second favorite time of the year, and I mentioned September was kind of a time to reflect and also to move forward. Well, this is the moving forward part. This is October. This is time to plan for Halloween and, of course, Christmas down the line. And that's part of why October is so exciting, but there's also a lot going on in October to make it exciting. So it's like 50% planning, but 50% actually doing. So in this month, you have the postseason, of course, for baseball returning, and I'm proud to say that the Red Sox are back in the postseason. How they got there is a little screwy, but the Red Sox are in the postseason, and we're going to see how far they go. Now, that, of course, means some more insane Red Sox postseason coverage. I don't know if it'll ever top what happened in 2013, but I'm going to try. The current Red Sox, led by, of course, again, David Ortiz in his last season, they're going to be going for another World Series title, and they're going to start that on Thursday against Cleveland, in Cleveland, because they couldn't win a game down the stretch to get it to Fenway, but whatever. Red Sox in the playoffs, that's definitely better than the last couple of years. So right there, October's looking to be pretty promising. And also, and I mentioned, returning to the basement for this rant, and, in a very familiar setting. This year, 2016, in addition to being a really great year in its own right, it is a callback to, some of the most classic times I've ever had, which were in 2006. And because of that, I really want this year, and I hope this year has already kind of reflected that fun-loving spirit that made years like 2006 so much fun. So 2016, I thought what better way to kind of bring that spirit back than to be back here in the basement talking about Halloween and the postseason and just kind of fun stuff. Before I had, a big job, before I had, college and all that stuff, and I did start college in 2006, but before I had a lot of these, you call them adult problems, I used to just worry about the Red Sox winning baseball games and Halloween and what I was doing for that and Christmas and just all these wonderful things, and they're still a part of my life. And, for even if I could do this a few minutes a month, just do these rants, on camera, on YouTube, the way I always used to, that's something, and obviously I'm a lot older now. It's been 10 years since 2006, and what a great year that was, and what a great year this has been, bringing back the mall tour this year, which actually wasn't around in 2006, the mall tour of 2016, which I'm hoping to keep going. I still have a few more malls I'd like to hit. We'll see how that's gone. The mall tour has kind of tapered off since July, but, if there's anything I've learned from this year and from October in general, it's that you never know quite what to expect. The term October Magic is used a lot in baseball terms for a team that goes on a big run, gets to the World Series and wins it all. October Magic, kind of this improbable idea that anything can happen. Well, I've experienced a lot of October magic. I've had a lot of great Octobers, even in years that weren't that great. Just other Octobers have been really fantastic. And, it's worth noting that, October 2013 was probably one of the best ever. Now, Halloween 2013 was nothing great, but, last year, Halloween 2015 was, by all accounts, phenomenal. So obviously, Halloween is that's where you begin and end with October discussion. Literally, that's the end of October is Halloween. So October has its own special holiday, of course. And I've always thought it's almost kind of a shame. It's good, but it's really not good. All the major holidays are at the end of the year. So for the last 3 months, it's Halloween, Thanksgiving, and then the big one, Christmas. I almost wish Halloween was in March or May or something, so that, it was kind of if Halloween wasn't so close to Christmas, I could really go all out on it. I could really, and I used to as a kid, and I'll be talking about that in a future rant. Halloween used to be, it's hard to say it now, it used to be the second Christmas. It was that big at one time, but it just hasn't been that way. Even last year was really impressive, but it was not. Once Christmas came, it still, kicked Halloween's ass, but, Halloween's going to be awesome, though. I can say that much. I don't know how awesome, but it's going to be awesome. I've got some plans for that. Nothing too major, but still pretty good. And as I mentioned, I will be doing a future rant devoted to Halloween, and really all the major holidays, because all these holidays have so much history to me, and so many ups and downs, and just all over the place with all the holidays. I mean, once a year I get to do these things, on Halloween, Christmas Day, Thanksgiving, so I want to kind of talk about, where these holidays have come from and where they're going, because there's still a lot of fun to be had. And this October looks to be a lot of fun, so I look forward to hearing your thoughts on this rant. Anything that I forgot to add, I'm sure I'll think of it later, but October 2016 is here officially, and the Red Sox are going for another World Series. I'm going for another great Halloween, and who knows what else will happen in the month. So stay tuned for more. Thank you, as always, for watching Bali Productions 2016. Viva October.